Welcome, Divine. Welcome. I'm back. There's a lot going on in the energy, and I wanted to make sure I came back. The reason why I wanted to come back was to talk about the karmic mirror. The karmic mirror is almost like how you've been hearing, I want the karmic to go, I want the karmic to go. So now we're in the place of the karmic mirror where it's like, why has the karmic been here? You know, what is this? What is this with these karmic cycles and those who are stuck in those karmic cycles? Why have they been present? So what we're having now is that surge of that divine masculine energy, which is amazing because it's really that power, that powerful energy, and it's really uprooting that stuff. So it's getting that basis of stuff. From what was appeared of the divine masculine before, it's like that divine masculine energy is coming through now, and it's saying this is why the divine masculine energy is important, okay? This is why the divine masculine energy is not weak by far, okay? So it is definitely coming in, and that's that divine masculine energy within you and those of you who are in relation with a divine counterpart, a complement that's a dominant divine masculine energy. That divine masculine energy is really coming in and saying, okay, the intention has been set to release karmic cycles, which also include karmic partners. What are those karmic cycles and karmic partners? It's what's stuck in the past. So it's stuck in the past, and divine is like, I do a new thing. I do a new thing. And it's about being in the present moment, the now. A lot of those karmic structures, we know they were created through the 3D view of how it should be. So that's where they're stuck. They're like, this is how it should be. Some music. That's where they're stuck. They're like, this is how it should be. So they're failing to move, which is they're failing to ascend, which is they're failing to grow, which they're failing to do a new thing. So they're caught. They're caught in that cycle, that loop, you know? So this is what's happening. That setting of intent for the divine masculine energy to really deal with those karmic cycles and those karmic individuals who are kind of stuck in those karmic cycles with them, whatever third party it may be for that person. I think you're familiar with that by now on this journey. So whatever it may be for that person, the intent has been set to see the truth of that situation. Well, hey, if this is the twin flame journey, and we go by the principles here, because we're saying that this is a journey, this is a spiritual journey that has been signed up for, that has a mirror reflection that supports in healing. So this is a love healing journey that often happens here. So if the mirror reflection is happening there. So if the divine masculine energy is now effectively seeing the truths of the karmic individuals and karmic cycles, seeing it the truth in a way of activation to something new, meaning handling it, handling those situations in their life to bring them into balance, guess what's happening? So it's going to mirror that divine masculine energy is also in that divine feminine dominant handling those karmic cycles and situations in life. And it's like, wait a minute, the divine feminine energy says, no, I kick-started this. The dominant divine feminine energy said, no, I kick-started this by ending those karmic cycles that I had going on with the divine masculine dominance, my complement, and also handling all those things that were done in my life before to get to this point. Absolutely kicking it off, so the divine masculine energy can bring it on home, which is taking it to the next level, which is that deep uprooting to it, getting to the root of many of those things. See, the DF was the kickoff, and the DM is bringing it on home. It is twins. It is a complement. It is a counterpart. So if this act action is being worked on, that means on the divine feminine dominant side and the divine masculine dominant side. These are people holding a dominant over whichever energies are actively working on. They're seeing those karmic situations in their lives clearly to the point of having to do something about it, meaning there's action happening. So what that means is that dominant divine feminine energy is recognizing that they too have karmic feminine energy in their life if the dominant divine masculine energy has that karmic divine feminine energy in their lives, and vice versa, you know. But right now, the divine masculine energy is being encouraged to release that. But what's happening is the divine feminine energy is doing that too. So you're recognizing, when we talked about in the video that you also saw that I put out about no more self-sacrifice, well, it's what and who were those sacrifices going to? It was those relationships that the divine feminine energy dominant is recognizing now, like, oh shoot, that was a mirror. You mean the person or the thing that has them bound on their side? Oh shoot, I have to take my power and control back on my side? Where did this situation come from? What's going on here with this relationship? And I'll give you even a personal disclosure, because me going through this point, what I discovered was that I had a long-term friendship with a feminine energy that was not serving me, but I was holding on to it for the history because it was so great at that point in time. But I recognized as time moved on along that relationship that it had created many, just karmic situations, and it just wasn't good. And it was something that I had to address. And even though I understood that person, I understood where they were coming from, I understood why they were the way they were, I still had to get to a point where I had to say I deserve reciprocal, loving, appreciative friendship, because that is what I deliver, And I had to balance that relationship by speaking up for myself and setting the boundaries that were necessary in that relationship. And it took me seeing the truth of it. And it wasn't easy. But I recognized that that was the same karmic reflection that I had going on with the divine masculine energy. So it was just kind of like, whoa, whoa. So you mean to tell me I had one too? I've been saying get rid of that, but I had one too. Well, of course, because if you're saying you're a twin, then you are the twin. So it's like, how are you handling that? And if your third party situation, see, all this stuff is coming up now, and it's like boom, 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 it's in the light, it's heavy. So whatever your third party situation is, whether it be that extreme work, how are you handling it? A lot of the energies that are on the sides of wanting that physical union are recognizing, shoot, I have issues here too that I have to unplug. Shoot, I have issues with my family here, I'm having to unplug. Shoot, I have those history of friendships, I'm having to unplug. Because you got to understand, this is about ascension. So what that means is that you have to release the things that are holding you from ascending. And when looking over, it's easy to say, looking over almost like the window, not wanting to see it as the mirror. It's like, no, I'm going to see it like the window. I see your stuff over there, put it down. And the divine is like, not a window. This is a mirror. You see your stuff over there, put it down. Address it. So that is really what's happening right now. And what's being recognized is that there is no choice but to address the things in my life that are holding me back, bringing me down, preventing me from going forward. So it was really a lot of tackle of those internal thought forms, and really getting to that place where it was a lot of practice happening with the DM and the DF that was happening in the physical. So those of you that kind of like went back and forth with your DM and your DF, that was training training camp, you know, because you know that it was okay. Afterwards, it was okay. You were okay. It was okay. It was okay. So then it was like, it's okay. I can speak my truth. I can say how I feel. I can say what is for me. And it's okay. Absolutely. It's how it's to be. Tagging into the other video, not a self-sacrifice. Divine. Honored, cherished, loved, appreciated, reciprocal. Yeah. So that is the motion that is happening in the collective energy. Everything's lit up. And things are being addressed. And it is not on one side. I wish I could say that, but it's not on one side. Everybody's seeing because this is a twin flame journey. Okay? So always reflect back to you for the motion of what is next. Because this is you. It's you. Yeah. So this is what's happening. The karmic mirror. So if you're recognizing that relationships of old, relationships of what was steady, are starting to present themselves in ways that you're having to exert that you are your divine nature and make the choice as to whether or not you will tap into a cycle of distress with them, or you are resting your divine nature of saying who you are. And it's okay, despite how everything goes, being okay with you, that you didn't turn away from yourself, and that you didn't do anything that took you outside of yourself. That you figured out a way to speak your truth and remain in love with you. And that's how you hone in that divine light and love. So it's really a new look at what's addressing things. What is not? What is letting things be peace? What is growing? Are you being true to you in that experience, this experience with that person, that situation? See, even your physical divine counterpart who is the complement to you, even them, they don't come before you. And they don't come in sacrifice of you. So they're the initiation of what must happen in everything else. And it's happening right now. And it's like, okay, well, shouldn't they come? If they're you, they're the twin, then if you're following the principles of this journey that have been laid out, then there is no need for self-sacrifice. There is acceptance of self, and meaning that you've aligned with the soul being that you are. And then you have aligned with a person who is aligned at the soul being that they are. And we know that the soul is the core of the being, and everything physical can change and do whatever it wants to do. But if you're aligned at the core, you're aligned at the core, which means you have someone that you can take the journey with. You have people you can take the journey with. So that means that the people in your life, there needs to be an aligning at the core. And then those people you can take the physical journey with. You can walk all over this earth. And yes, it can be like heaven. Because you get to show up. You get to be. You get to be free. You get to be accepted. So it's no longer seeking that acceptance. It's fully embodying self. Okay with self in the face of anyone. Those in your life of the old, those in your life of the present, and those in your life of the new. And none of those situations get you stuck all up. Stuck all up is stuck in the past. Can't move in the present. aren't able to go to the future. That's stuck all up. And it's okay if you get to that space. Seek out help. Get you someone to help facilitate that. Absolutely use your readings. This is spiritual warfare. You can't see it. And if you're out of sorts in your emotions or your spirit, a reading could support you in giving you peace for the night, peace for the moment, peace for the week, peace for the month. You just want to make sure everything is extended out and you're growing. It's an energy read, okay? So don't judge anything. Don't judge anything that you are utilizing to bring you to the place of balance. Allow yourself that love. There's no concern of external validation or acceptance. The divine has set out many things. Use your crystals. Watch that movie. It's everything in divine timing. But above all things, you're utilizing your tools for the ability to do the restructuring in your life, which is the restructuring of the earth. So as your relationships restructure and change, and your relationships are required to be reciprocal in which they treat you in the divine human nature that you are, then you set a standard on the earth for that. So that is why everything is moving for you to have that, because it uplifts everything. So yes, the karmic mirror is in full effect. So the desire to remove the karmic is a desire to remove the karmic on both sides. Hear that music? Yeah. So it's everywhere. So even though you may think, okay, well, I don't have any other type of intimate partnership, or I don't have any other focused, I don't know, I'm getting organizational business type stuff. I don't have any of these types of things, these parental type things. Dig deep, dig deep. Mine landed in a friendship years. And I had to address that friendship as to whether or not it met the standard of the person that I deem myself to be. Is this loving to me? And what would it take for it to be loving to me? And to allow myself to see the truth, receive the truth, and transform it for what was best for me. It's what's been asked of the compliments. It's now being asked of you. The karmic mirror is about clearing it all out. The golden mission. The golden mission is union. Union within self, then union with others. Thank you all for rocking with me. What an amazing year. 1 year on YouTube. I received the announcements of the analytics on yesterday. Thank you. We have scaled this journey. If you followed me, you should know who you are and what you are here to do. We are getting ready to scale into different waves of energy and frequency. You are ready now. You are ready. You'll see new content on the Twin channel where you'll see me, Dr. Letitia Ray. I am a metaphysician. I am also a licensed clinician, and I was also trained to teach counselors. Well, guess what? I am now a guide of guides. We don't deter too far off. We just have to have clarity and awareness of the journey that we've always been taking on. You will also see that there will be updates to the Twin Flame Divine Union course. You'll also see that this channel will be breaking down into about 3 playlists, which is the Karmic Cycle, Transmutation, and then Divine Union, because those are the only functions. We have done it. We've done it live. We are ready. This video aired almost 10 months ago. That's how ready we are. Those of you who saw it, those of you who are in the Divine Union Success course,
That's how ready you are.